33 to use a little algebra and also the 2/3 rule of a centroid to find the missing length. And so here's your diagram. It tells us that D is the centroid, and we're given some information about BD, tells us that it's 4x plus 5, and also BF, which is this entire line. The first thing that you ought to do is write an equation without any variables or anything, but just using line segments. The two line segments that I'm comparing are BD and BF, because that's what I have information about. How does BD compare to BF? Well, BF is the entire thing. Knowing this is a centroid, I know that BD is 2/3 of BF. So I could write it that way. BD is 2/3 of BF. This is the most important step in solving this so that you can actually get going with the equation itself. Because once you have this equation, now all I'm going to do is plug this information in for it. BD is 4x plus 5. So let's put that in its place. 4x plus 5. And then that equals 2/3 of BF. Well, what's BF? Tells us that it's 9x. Okay, so now I've got an algebraic equation that I can solve for. I'm going to keep this side the same for now. I'm going to distribute this 2/3. 2/3 times 9 is 6, so that becomes 6x. Let's get rid of the 4x on both sides. So subtracting 4x, I'm left with 5. Subtracting 4x, I'm left with 2x. And now I should be able to divide both sides by 2 to get x by itself. This becomes 5/2, or if you want to call that 2.5, you could call it 2.5. X equals 2.5. Okay, we can only set that up if we first have this step that shows us BD is 2/3 of BF.